I love this girl. Her name is Amala Ekpanobi. Check her out. She's reacting to insane anti-white TikToks. This is insane.
Was my old stomping ground, before the great ban, or should I say bans. But today we're going back to my roots. We're going to be reacting to some crazy leftist race TikToks. Let's do it. All right, guys, before we get into these crazy videos, please like and subscribe. I want as many people to find this channel as possible, and especially this video, because at the end, I've saved the worst of these TikToks, and it comes with a very sweet plot twist. Let's watch.
Can you be racist to white people?
No.
Why not?
Listen, educate yourself on racism. You cannot be racist to white people.
But how? Why?
If you look it up, you'll understand. Cracker.
That's racist?
No, it's not racist.
She can't explain it. But it's not racist. Bull motherfucking shit. Because if I was to walk up to her and say to her, put a patch on your fucking jeans because I'm white, she would swear up and down I'm being racist. Put aside the fact I would walk up to John Bon Jovi and say the same thing. In fact, to him, I would tell him shave his beard and mustache off if he needs a shave. And why do people have to look it up? If you know it's impossible, you've read about it, say it.
Racist is a difference.
If it was the other way around, then I'm racist.
Yes, because who was enslaved?
Why are we
Oh, bullshit. White people were enslaved too. In fact, there are blacks still enslaved in Africa and other parts of the world. And no one cares about that. No one. But if you live in America, you need to get paid. What the fuck?
throwing
exactly.
it back that far?
Who was enslaved?
Have you ever thought, like, maybe racism isn't real? The higher powers are just controlling and doing that so we fall.
Okay, that, no. Because I've seen it in the animal kingdom too. And there's nobody telling the animals to do that. I think it's in us somewhere that we're not going to like someone for the color of their skin. We're not going to like someone for the color of their hair, the color of their eyes, the way they say a certain word. Because their favorite color is green and mine is blue. I might not like them. There's always going to be something. And since it's in the animal kingdom as well, this is something that will always be a part of us. But how far do we take it? Like what happened in the Civil Rights Day, N-word this, N-word that. What's going on now? White bastard this, white bitch that. It's up to us to change it. Now, yes, I have called black women black bitches. Those same women have called me a white bitch. Fair is fair. But the N-word? I don't think anyone should say that. There's too much behind it. There's way too much pain and agony behind it. They say, well, black people make up only 13% of the population. Well, that 13% of the population, those who use that word, they can use it as a term of friendship, as a term of endearment, and others use it as a weapon. It's not a good word, period.
Fight amongst each other.
Be for real.
I'm being for real. I don't believe in it.
And look, this snotty little bitch, the guy is talking to her nice, politely, this and that. She's cursing at him. You don't have to curse at somebody just for first meeting them, just because you think they say something you don't like. But she's being a disrespectful little pig here. If this was my daughter and I saw this, I would go to her and say, "What the fuck is this? I taught you better." You may believe it's not a racist thing to be racist against white people, which it fucking is. But look how you're acting towards this guy.
Like, why can't we all just be friends?
Cracker.
See? Why can't we all just be friends? Cracker. That bitch deserved to get smacked in her mouth right then and there. Because if I was standing there, she called me a cracker, and I said to her, "Black bitch," what trouble would I get into? Meanwhile, she started it. Now, a lot of people would say, "Well, why did he go up to her asking her questions anyway?" That's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. And she can't be nice and polite enough and just answer questions? Fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh. That conversation was all over the place. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack in that video, lots of twists and turns. First of all, I want to say what I always say on the show, which is yes, you can be racist towards white people.
Yes, you can.
It goes in both directions, right?
Yes.
It's a two-way street. I think you'll find if you go back in white people's history as well, they have a history of being enslaved. That's something nobody wants to talk about, right? Because it only
Yeah, you can't, because it only applies to black people, especially when they want to get free money. And as for one bitch, I have spoken about reparations. I'm part Irish. Doesn't that mean Irish people deserve reparations? Now, if they were to deposit it right into my bank account, I gotta let the phone ring. And always when I'm doing a video, always, it really only is for black people, because apparently they are too stupid, too weak, feeble-minded. They're nothing. So everybody must help them with everything. They can't help themselves. They can't even figure out how to, right? Fuck out of here. I'm sick and tired of people acting like black people don't have brains. They can't be fuckwads like the rest of us. Oh, fuck out of here. This is insane that there are actually people who believe this. And it's not just black people. I've seen white people say this garbage too.
only ever happened to black people in the transatlantic slave trade. So let me just shut my mouth, lock it up, and throw away the key.
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
This idea that you can just be blatantly racist towards white people is obviously super trendy right now. It's viral. It's popular. If you want to have racial animosity towards a group of people, white people is the one to pick, right? Because we've just decided that they are the...
And what's going to happen if white people decide it's time to go back to being racist against black people? Carry a gun with you. This way, the second they make a move for you, bang. Majority of what I've seen, you're not allowed freedom of speech. So if you say something they don't like it, they're going to hit you. It's going to be more than one. It's going to be like one of those gang brawls, only you're not brawling, you're just getting bet up by everyone. This is how they are. They like to ambush you. And I don't care if this sounds racist. This is what's happened to me just on YouTube. I go up to confront people and I say, look, one at a time. I'm not going to handle all of yous at once. Oh, bullshit. And here they come. Pack mentality. But you're not allowed to call them animals, right? Especially the one bitch who kept saying, well, you call us bitches, right? A bitch is an animal. So you're calling us animals. Well, with the way you act. And again, it's not all. I got one bitch still saying she's still at war with me. Hey, yo, you know who you are. Fuck you, bitch. I will say your name like I will say Rainy's name. Arabia, 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 Arabia fucking Barbosa. Another disgusting pig who doesn't want to hear anyone out. She wants to hear what she wants to hear, whether it's to use against you or to stay friends with you. She doesn't really want you to have a chance to talk. She's nuts. And most of the black people, especially black women I've met on YouTube, are like that. There are some that are not. There are some that are just really nice, normal, everyday people. And then you got these motherfuckers that believe this shit. Well, how about this? From everything I read about my disease, HS, it's mostly in black people, black women. That's what a number of black women who were doing videos at the time said was going on. So that means reparations, give me mine. Because if this is a black woman's disease, then I've got to have some black in me. I deserve reparations too, right? You think reparations is going to stop all the bullshit that's going on? They're going to say they didn't get enough and they want more. This is all insane.
Are the punching bags of the modern era.
Fucking white people.
And that seems to be the idea.
Fucking black people. People want things even, that's even. Fucking white people, fucking black people. Everything has just gone so far. I was told once because I had a cat named Blackie, I was racist. Well, the cat was black. We already had a Smokey. We had a Lucky. We even had a Salem. I don't like giving animals the same exact name as other animals have had before. I don't like that. It's like if I had a kid right now, I'm just picking a name because most of the people on my channel know him, Kwame Brown. I'm not going to name my kid Kwame, not because it's an African name or whatever, but because I see someone named Kwame all the fucking time when I go on YouTube. Names are supposed to be special and individual, and I don't think I got that. I was named after an aunt on my mother's side and an aunt on my father's side. And my first name is the name of the aunt on my mother's side. And when anyone would call out Eleanor, Ellie, I would be like, what? No, not you. We're not talking to you. And they would get mad at me. Well, what the fuck? I thought she was Eleanor and I was Ellie since we both had the same names. This is honestly all just crazy. Black people are more racist against white people. I don't want to hear about the KKK. Where is the KK fucking K? This fucking piece of shit douchebag bitch who wishes she had a dick. Arabia Barbosa 914 Westchester County. We are in the motherfucking house. You should be put out of the motherfucking house. Swears up and down she knows for a fact I'm a member of the KKK. And another lowlife scumbag piece of shit named Keep the Change agreed with her 100%. No. Who's coming up with all these stupid games like the Sucker Punch game? Who's coming up with all this riot, burn your city down, and you'll just get all new? White people are joining in because they're fucking morons. They're pieces of shit too. But who's starting it? Look at this Jason Aldean song. I like the song. I like the video. Fuck anybody who says anything else. I don't care. I like it. You can like it or not like it. I like it. No, it's all racist because it showed everything black people were doing. If that's racist, then yeah, okay, I'm a member of the KKK. Because I've seen shit these bitches on YouTube have done. That fucking cunt rag, Reltime TV, Rainy, Queenie, just a whole shitload of them. The guys aren't exempt either. Look at Johnny Blaze. Didn't want me over at his channel anymore because he heard like a couple of seconds of one video because he was told only listen to that portion. He didn't listen to the rest of it. But then I hear him bitching one day, I can't stand when somebody uses somebody else's dead relative as a profile picture. Sis Wabbit got a wrench or get a wrench. What did he do? He took a picture of me and my husband. My husband's gone. And he used it as his profile picture. But there goes Johnny Blaze, I don't care what the fuck he says, sucking and nibbling on fucking Siz's balls and dick. Why? His channel isn't growing and he wants the clout. He wants this. He wants that. He quit a normal job, which honestly, I don't know if he would have that job now. With all the riots and the businesses that closed down, he worked at 7-Eleven. It might not even be up anymore. But he gave that up because he saw how other people were making money and said, oh, I can do this. No, you fucking can't. That's why you're still stuck at where you are. Sis is another douchebag motherfucker. But this has nothing to do with these people being black. You know what? Maybe it does. If black people are brainwashed since birth about this shit, then yeah, there's a problem. And it starts with black people and ends with black people. The white people can't do anything about it but coddle them. Well, I'm done coddling. Now I'm forbidden to say that cunt's name, Arabia Barbosa. That bitch called up her job once and said, "Hi, this is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County. We are in the house." You're a fucking fool. Your job is your profession. You don't do that shit. You have to act professionally. This douchebag piece of shit will go where she wants, does what she wants. Doesn't matter what anybody else's rules are. You just better not say something she doesn't like. Fuck that bitch.
That she is so openly sharing in this video. It's kind of sad that you can be racist so openly. I mean, right in the middle of a busy public street, you can throw, racial epithets at people.
Mm-hmm.
Insanity. Wow.
White people are just so invasive.
Invasive? You want to talk about invasive, you bitch? Maybe there is something to all this white flight. Maybe there is. They leave the neighborhood because they believe the invasive species is black people, and they're going to burn down the neighborhood, tear it down, fuck with property values, and right? Is that it? Is that what's going to go on? Oh, and little bitch, it wasn't white people who enslaved you. It was your own African people for a profit. But it was the white people that got you set free. Low life scumbag pieces of shit don't remember that shit.
It's like,
She's literally not lying. This is so true. And I literally had an experience like this last week. I was in the supermarket. I was literally getting the last of my groceries. Like, I just needed to pick up one thing. And there's two white people were in the aisle that I was in, the butter aisle. As I'm walking towards them, I have a gay pride mask on, just minding my business on the phone with my partner. And I kid you not, this white man who was having a normal conversation with this white lady literally proceeds to step in front of my car, stop me, and just go off about, oh my God, yes, slay queen, yes, yes, yes. Oh my.
Okay. That I don't like. I understand the guy walked up to the cart. He was nice. He was this. He was that. In this day and age, you really can't tell who's nice and who's not right off the bat. And here comes somebody just calling you queen and whatnot. You don't know who the fuck this person is. You don't know the first thing about them, but here they go calling you queen and talking about your sexuality in that way. And oh no, I don't like that at all.
Oh my God, gay rights, FDNG. Like,
Okay, well, what? So the first woman says that white people are invasive, which is just insane. And you can clearly see what she's insinuating there. She's referring to them sort of, as their own species of individuals. This one is talking about how a white person came up and saw her pride mask and complimented her, wanted to let her know that they are, in fact, an ally in the movement that she is so outwardly displaying on her body. And that's somehow a bad thing? I'm confused.
No, it's not a bad thing, but she doesn't know the person. There was one time, me and my husband were on the avenue. It's a shopping area. It's a few blocks long. We call it the avenue. We're standing in front of a pizzeria debating whether or not we're going to go in, we're going to have some pizza, or are we going to wait till we go home and get something this way? If our son decides to throw a wad of cheese or something across the room, we're not in a public place. We're at home. We can deal with it. you know? All of a sudden, this woman just shoves her head into our son's carriage. There was something familiar about the woman. I didn't know what. I just didn't think she was a threat, which was wrong on my part because you never know. As it turns out, she wasn't a threat. She was my cousin. And my son just looked so adorable, she had to go in there and kiss him. But again, my husband was ready to hit her before he realized who it was. So, that I agree. It's one thing when you see something on YouTube or whatever, somebody saying, yeah, we stand with you, gay pride, whatever. It's another thing when they're literally in front of your face in a grocery store. To me, that's just different.
Just being so extremely flamboyant. And it really got on my nerves because then he had the audacity to come from around the cart after stepping in front of it to stop me, to tell me this. So then hitting my arm and hitting my shoulders and hitting.
I don't like that. Touching her as well? No. No. But I do think she needs to shut up with the flamboyant shit because there's more flamboyant gays out there than there are straight people.
Hitting my side to show camaraderie, and it's like, you don't know me, so why do you feel like you can do this?
Exactly.
Considering you were just having a normal conversation.
But this also reminds me of a woman. She was sitting with her friends, eating and talking. She was white. A black woman walked by, and as she walked by, just stroked the woman's hair, claiming she didn't do it, yet there's videotape of her doing it and a number of witnesses. What was the first thing out of black people's mouths? Oh, were those white people who were witnesses? Were those witnesses white? It goes both ways, regardless of color. There will always be someone who feels like it's okay to touch you because they're being friendly. You ain't my friend. Keep your hands the fuck off me. That's it.
Conversation with the other lady.
I get not wanting to be touched by some random stranger in a supermarket or a grocery store or wherever they were. But this person was so clearly trying to display that they are on your side of things. And if you...
Yeah, this I don't agree with. Like I said, I love this chick. She's great. I don't agree with everything she says, and I don't agree with this. I don't know you. Keep your hands to yourself. I don't care you're black. I don't care you're white. Keep your hands to yourself.
Are an individual who wants to cry about your oppression, which it seems like she is that exact type of person. You're wearing a pride mask on your face to signal that you are part of a movement of marginalized people. And a white person, typically the person that you would describe as an oppressor, comes to you and says, you know what? I'm on your side of things. I support you. I love that you're wearing that openly, and is trying to show, as she even states it, camaraderie with you.
But he could have said that, excuse me, to the woman he was with. Excuse me, too much pepper. You can say that to the person you're with. Don't go saying it to somebody else. To a stranger, you don't know them. Yeah, a lot of people say, lend a hand to help a stranger. That doesn't always work nowadays. You have to be very, very careful what you do.
What's the problem? What is there to be upset about? That makes no sense. And it maybe goes to show that as a white person, when you're dealing with activists like this and SJWs, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you're mean to them. It doesn't matter if you're nice to them. It doesn't matter if you're an ally to their movement and you openly try to support them when they're out in public. Nothing you can do is going to take away the resentment that they feel towards you due to history or just the general animosity that they feel towards white people because they've been brainwashed.
Or the jealousy. Because I have seen a number of people who are jealous on here. I've seen it. And it's crazy.
Into thinking that all of you are bad.
I just want you to know I hate you.
Even when you're nice to them. Oh my goodness.
A flag outside of somebody's house, I just automatically assume you racist.
Oh, most definitely. But we felt that way for years. Like, I'm 51. And even as a kid, we knew.
So your bastard piece of shit parents taught you this. Well, guess what? I'm offended by the Black Lives Matter fist. And I have the right to walk up to any black person's house, rip their flag down. I have the right to rip your hat off and tear it into pieces. Because that's what a lot of people were doing. I don't care what you are. You don't have the right to do that. Do I have any Americana in my home? No. That's my choice. It's not a conscious choice, but I'd rather have unicorns and kittens. But if someone else has it, don't just assume they're racist. Oh, we've known this for years. I'm 51 years old, so your piece of shit family members were teaching you this. Gotcha.
It was understood. If there was an American flag at their house, they some racist ass white motherfuckers. That's just...
And just because you're there talking on a screen, you're a racist black motherfucker, right? And this is unbelievable. All through school, my family, everyone was teaching me to get along with everyone. You don't have to love anyone, but you do have to respect them. Meanwhile, these fucking douchebags are getting taught the white man is bad and evil and you must get rid of them at all costs. Come here to my house and try to get rid of me. I'm taking at least one down with me.
That's just what it was.
Okay, so if I put an American flag on my car or outside my house, does that automatically make me a racist or a white supremacist? It's crazy that the flag, which in my opinion is one of the most inclusive flags that you could probably have.
There you
not
go.
The BLM one, not the pride flag or whatever, the American flag, based on the idea that all can coexist in this country. That's pretty inclusive to me.
Yep.
But now you're saying that people who choose to take pride in their country and say, you know what, I'm so grateful for being here and let me display that gratitude by having a flag outside of my house or on my car, those people are automatically racist. It's just...
And that's because they feel they didn't get an even break. And maybe they didn't. I wasn't back then. Today is not then. Today is today. These riots, there was one bitch in the car, she was pregnant. She said, well, yesterday we got $3,000 worth of baby stuff and we're going back today and getting more. You weren't going shopping. you were robbing stores, then black people want reparations. Well, let's see, the majority of people stealing during the riots and still stealing now are black. Let's add up all that stuff and say, there's your reparations. You even took your reparations away from other black people. How do you feel? Because this is bullshit. Give reparations once, they're not going to be satisfied. I still hear videos now on YouTube. People are waiting for that next stimulus check. The stimulus checks were basically to buy our votes. And whatever they did, they got Biden in as president, so they don't need us anymore. Oh, but that's the Democratic Party. The same party most black people vote for. The same party who started the KKK. The same party who said when blacks had their own system of things and they were living so fucking well, no, you need to be included. It's not right that you're included. So they got you included, took your money, and look what happened. But you're all mad at the wrong people. Go after the Democratic Party, the people in office. Nope. Like most piece of shit bullies, go after the people who are going to be easy targets.
Just sad. I would bet you if you go up to the house that has the American flag and you knock on the door, you try to talk to your neighbors or you converse with them on the street, you're going to find that they're typically just average everyday Americans, and they're probably going to be nice people. Most people are trying to be nice and good for the most part. Very rarely have I met.
But then you have assholes like Sis Get a Wrench, Sis King Wabbit, whatever. Come on, you know you want to say that word. Say that word. While I'm upset with other people attacking me on a panel. So he could prove I was racist. That's not how you prove someone's racist. You tell by their actions. And just because they're arguing with people, that doesn't mean shit. Because as much as you bastards can say, I'm fighting with you because you're black and I hate black people and whatever, you're doing it because you hate white people and you get a thrill out of this. Works both ways.
At somebody who is just blatantly racist and wants to let everybody know that that's what they are.
Black power!
We have one more here. And I saved the worst for last for you guys. And we're all going to experience this together. And as I said at the beginning of this video, there's a plot twist at the end. So stick around.
Okay. This isn't like full shade towards you. I just see a lot of comments like this, and this was the most recent one, so I'm just responding to this one. When white people say shit like this, it isn't the serve they think it is. Like, you're a part of the problem, fix your people, bro. Like, when
Bruh, you're part of the problem. Fix your people. The women don't know how to be women. Most of the women want to have dicks and rule over everything. While still playing the no, I'm the lady role. You must buy me everything and take care of everything. Bullshit. Statistics don't lie, and I don't want to hear. Oh, well, blacks are only 13% of the population, so it makes sense the numbers would be like that. They don't have to go against their own people, but they do. Why? Because they don't care. Why were black people slaves in the first place? African people didn't give a fuck about their own people. Took them and sold them for whatever was popular at the time.
When white people are like, I'm white and white people do suck. Yeah, you're probably a part of those said white people. So
Black people suck. There you go. Even Steven. White people suck. Black people suck. Fuck you.
do something about it. The fuck? Also, I hate when white people try to validate me. Like they're literally like, I'm white, but I agree. Bro, I don't know if you noticed, but I don't need validation from white people. Like that's the last thing I need in my life. Like
But yet, most of you act like it. And all this bro, 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 bro. Even if somebody was your bro, you would throw them under the bus for a quick buck. That's all I've seen. I wish I've seen different.
I feel like white people always try, but they miss. Like, and I feel bad for y'all.
Oh, I feel bad for y'all being so jealous of everything. And look at you talking white. That's not talking black. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. None of you really have a college education. Why? White people were holding you back. None of you really have jobs. Why is that? White people were holding you back. You motherfuckers had affirmative action. If there was a white person completely capable of doing the job, they had to hire someone less experienced, use more money to train them in order to fit this affirmative action thing. That wasn't enough. Ebonics had to be taught in school. Why? Because the little black kids was too stupid to just speak fairly normal. It's all bullshit. Black people have the same brains as white people. And like white people, a lot of them choose not to use them.
Oh, not that bad though, because your ancestors suck and you're stinky and evil. But
And what the fuck are you? Especially all with all that fake hair on your head that you's never really wash. Oh, I've heard the stories. Always trying to look white and then saying, oh no, everybody wants to be black. Look at them trying to copy us. Your ratchet bullshit hua behavior was what black people copied off of white rednecks in the South. So it's not white people who are appropriating everything. Cultural appropriation, it's black people. Just look. All of this sounds stupid and it could not be happening in 2023. But trust me, it is happening.
bad enough where I want to call you out and tell you not to leave comments like this because it's crusty.
And let's get this straight. She's a victim of racism in this country. She is the oppressed in this country.
Exactly. If she was oppressed, she'd be dead right now for talking. Look what they did in the Wuhan district. When people started talking about how normal, healthy people were dying because they were locked in their homes for 30 days, they weren't allowed to get supplies. The supplies weren't being brought to them. They were being sealed in their homes with bodies of their loved ones who died. The authorities, when they realized some animals could be getting the virus, they went into people's homes, took out their pets, and killed them right there. Black people need to get a grip. You're not oppressed anymore. You're not oppressed. For all the bullshit that comes out of all of your mouths, you are not oppressed. Oh, but my ancestors, yeah, your ancestors were. And don't you think for 1 minute, not one of them would be here right now, smacking you upside your head saying, what's wrong with you?
With what she's able to say in this video. This one irks me to my core more so than any other, because you have somebody who's outwardly trying to let you know that they are in your camp, that they are in your corner when it comes to the so-called struggles that you have in this country. And even when you have somebody who's trying to defend you, you push them away.
Get out of here! Don't you understand? Get! I don't want you anymore!
Again, it goes back to what I said before. It doesn't matter what you do for these people. They've already decided who you are. They have already decided what you're like. And they've already decided to be racist and prejudiced towards.
Yep. I'm Jewish. According to a lot of people on here. Assholes. Why would I lie about being Jewish? Anytime somebody says something really derogatory against Jewish people on YouTube, their channels might get taken away. If I was Jewish, most people on here in this sector wouldn't have a channel because I'm Jewish. Fuck you.
Towards you. And the fact that you can say something like, you need to go fix your people. I always say it, but imagine it in the other direction. Imagine telling this young woman, you need to do something to fix.
I'm saying it now. You need to do something to fix black people. I don't give a fuck. There's work to be done on all sides.
The problems in black culture and the black community. You need to go and fix your people. How would that go down? And more so than that, how would it go down if you made a video saying that on a platform like TikTok and posted that? What do you think the response would be? What do you think would happen to your profile? What do you think would happen to your job or your family? How would the internet react to you being openly racist like this on this platform?
Oh, he's gonna pay. He's gonna pay with interest. He's going down.
Not well, because you can never put it in the other direction. You can never be racist in the other direction. They only want all of the power to be able to be hateful and vitriolic towards you, and nobody should be able to do it.
Exactly, but they also want to be able to say, I'm not doing that. Because all they do is lie. And it's not just black people. There are a lot of anti-woke white assholes, white pieces of shit, who are doing it too. Oh, you gotta coddle black people. You gotta take care of them. What the fuck for? I have to take care of my son. Yeah, my son's 30 years old. But just because he's 30 doesn't mean I'm not his mother anymore. I don't have to take care of everybody on this app. Fucking worry about their feelings. They ain't worrying about my feelings. Fuck them.
We should decide that if racism is wrong, then you shouldn't be able to hurl it in either direction.
Exactly. But that's you oppressing them again, oppressing their right to free speech.
And she has all this talk about white people, and let me let you in. You know, come closer. Let me let you in on the plot twist here. Let's watch this video and see if you recognize anybody.
That's how it is with most of the bitches on here. Most of the pro-black bitches I see. But if they had the chance to get it with a white man. And at this point, I've seen it. It's not me just saying, right? No, I've seen it. White people are dirty, disgusting, they smell, they're a problem, but you're fucking one, bitch. Hypocrite.
Is that maybe the young woman who hates white people and doesn't trust white people and doesn't, quote, need validation from white people with a white boyfriend? Somebody commented, activist in the streets, colonizer in the sheets.
There you go.
And I died. AOC. Who is she married to? Ilhan Omar. Who is she married to? Time and time again, these people are able to espouse their hatred on the internet or in their respective platforms. And then who do they end up dating?
Keep the motherfucking change. White people are bad. White people are assholes. I'm a member of the KKK. Is your husband a secret member of the KKK and you don't know nothing about it? Fucking douchebag bitch.
The very colonizer that they claim to have so much hate for. So that was our little plot twist. I enjoyed it. I don't know if you did. And that sums up my takes on these racist leftists on TikTok. Let me know how you feel about these videos. Is there a point that I missed? Drop it in the comments down below. And if you disagree with me, we always encourage healthy debate on this channel, so duke it out, but do so respectfully. And as always, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every single day. And I'll see you next time.
I love this girl.